Welcome back. Day 18. We're going to be three-quarters of the way through this box. So let's check out day number 18. Welcome back, everybody. Like I said, day 18. We're going to be three-quarters of the way through this box. So that's kind of exciting. It's all hitting the straight, right? It's all downhill from here. I don't know, something. So let's take a look at day number 18 if you're following along at home. Day 18 is on the bottom, very bottom row. On the right side, far right. It's the last one down here in the corner. So let's see what we get. I don't have to be super fragile. I don't have to be super careful with this box, but I will be. It's a white one. It's one of the abstract labels. Today we are looking at Hoppy Lager. Hoppy Lager, what is this? This is a 4.5% ABV beer from State of Brewing in Waunakee, Wisconsin. That's been what all these beers have been from this beer box. This is one of those abstract labels that we like to see, I guess. I don't know. This has like an orange, maybe a pineapple, some leaves coming off of it. We've had a lot of hoppy stuff so far on this. We have had, where's my glass? Here's a glass. We have had, I don't know, like 3 or 4 IPAs by now. We've had Hoppy Lager. We've had a pale ale. Let's see how this one is, or if it is any different. I don't know, could see if it is different or if it is different. Let's see. Putting a nose on there. Getting a little bit of a hoppy, kind of a citrusy, maybe a zesty aroma. Let's go ahead and pour it here. Coming out really light out of the can. Kind of that blonde look to it, that yellow lagery look. Typical lager look. Lagers, IPLs, international IPL. India Pale Lager, International Pale Lager. That's the name of the game with the Hoppy Lager. You could also think of it sometimes, I think they call them cold IPAs sometimes. So we're getting about a finger of head here. Really dense bubbles, nice and white head. If we hold it up to the light, very clear. I mean, super clear. There's a tiny bit of particulate kind of floating, a nice amount of carbonation. You could see me through there at one point. It doesn't have... it smells a little bit like a lager, like what you would expect to be a lager. There's kind of bitter lagery notes to it. But there's also this kind of almost, it seems like a floral kind of note now. It was a little bit different than it was out of the can. Let's just go ahead and try it out. Cheers. All right, we'll talk about the mouthfeel first. I want to talk about the flavor, but we'll talk about the mouthfeel first because that's what we always talk about first here. The mouthfeel is kind of crisp, but it's a little chewy. It's got a little bit of a thickness to it. It's got a little bit of an IPA kind of punch to it. Let's talk about the flavor. It has this kind of sweet lagery flavor. So this is very much a hoppy lager. What you see is what you get. I've been actually really kind of impressed with these. Some of these just like plainly named beers, some of them have been pretty impressive. I know the pale ale was. This is the hoppy lager. So back to the flavor. You're getting this kind of sweet lagery flavor with that little bit of... Lagers kind of have this inherent bitterness. It's very subtle, but it's on the back end, on the finish, on the swallow. This just amplifies it because you're starting to get those hoppy notes that come through. They are a little bit of... It's like a citrus, zesty bitterness. And what happens is when you take a drink and you get that sweetness, it's immediately followed by that citrus bitterness, hoppy bitterness. It finishes really dry. It has this dry kind of feeling on the tail end. My mouth is still moist, but I'm getting this dryness on my tongue afterwards. That's pretty impressive. I gotta admit, when you look at a label like this and it just says Hoppy Lager and there's not much going on, it's not super impressive, and not that it's not impressive, but it's not super crazy. There's not all these things going on. I don't know, for me, I don't expect that the beer is going to be all that impressive or exciting, but this one's actually, I don't think it's for everybody. I know some people don't drink lagers. If you're an IPA fan, this is a good kind of bridge between the two. So this is a really interesting beer from State of Brewing and aka Octopi Brewing, aka Untitled Art. So this is a pretty good one, a big surprise. Last couple of days have been actually pretty surprising. So come back and join me for day number 19. We'll only have a few days left after tomorrow. Once again, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries. These guys are in Wanakee, Wisconsin. They're State of Brewing. They have a hoppy lager. And come back tomorrow for day 19, and we'll see what it holds in store. So see you then. Have a nice day or whatever. Cheers.